Today on Hot News, what you can expect to make when you graduate.
The world's tallest man gets a special set of wheels.
Is that girl sending you a signal? We'll give you some tips on what to look for.
Meet two amazing college athletes who literally fought their way to the top.
Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to Hot News. Updating the week's top stories. Just 4 days after the killer quake in China, the country was rocked with a major aftershock. Torrential rains are wreaking havoc in Myanmar, this as the nation tries to recover from the devastating cyclone. The death toll is more than 77,000 and expected to go higher. Saudi Arabia says it will not increase oil production, rejecting a plea from President Bush. The historically black college, Morehouse in Atlanta, has its first white valedictorian, 22-year-old Joshua Packwood. TV host Ellen DeGeneres is getting hitched. The announcement came a day after the California court approved same-sex marriages. Ellen plans to marry actress Portia de Rossi. And according to People magazine, country singer Shania Twain and her husband of 14 years have separated. The economy is looking recession-y, but assuming you do manage to find a job, starting salaries are actually higher than ever before. Here's what new employees can expect to bank. Chemical engineering majors get an average starting salary of about $64,000. Computer science majors get $57,000. But those of you with liberal arts degrees, only $33,000. Serves you right for majoring in philosophy.
Brandon and Christian Sinnott are champion wrestlers, but their road to success wasn't always an easy one. Jen Chapman of Central Michigan University has the story.
Nationally ranked wrestlers Brandon and Christian Sinnott play a large role in the Central Michigan wrestling program, but it's the role of a very special couple that brought the boys from a difficult situation in Allen Park, Michigan, to current hopes of a national title.
I've said this many times to other people that I consider that my wife allowed me this opportunity to raise these two boys, and it's just been nothing but joy for me.
When Michael's adopted daughter was unable to care for her twin sons, he and Judith, without hesitation, adjusted their current retirement plans and got custody of the boys at the age of 2. But they soon found it wasn't the unexpected life change that posed the biggest problem.
The only thing we found difficult, as far as I can tell, in the raising of these boys was the racial implications in the community that we lived in.
We felt our race, was a factor, basically in school. But when we were home, it never felt that way at all.
Race was ever talked about.
And it was the success the boys have found on the mat that has come as a shock to Michael and Judith, who had no background in athletics. In their final year with Central, the boys say the first people they think are their parents.
Even though biologically they're not, but we don't look at it like that. We look at it as our grandpa is our father and our grandma is our mother, and we love them very deeply.
Jen Chapman for Hot News TV.
Each student report is evaluated by a professional journalist. Click on Watch More if you'd like to see a review of Jen's report, as well as her full-length story.
Hi, I'm Leslie from Cosmopolitan Magazine with another dating tip. Guys are often quiet when they're relaxed and happy. So next time there's a lull in conversation, resist the urge to tell them what happened last night on the hills. Instead, show them how secure you are and enjoy the silence.
Before he took up blogging and became the self-proclaimed queen of all media, Perez Hilton tried his hand at acting. Which TV show did he appear on in 2001? Was it A, The Sopranos, B, That 70s Show, or C, Buffy the Vampire Slayer? The answer after this. In 2001, Perez Hilton had a bit part on The Sopranos. He got robbed by two guys wearing scream masks.
What do you do if you just can't tell if that cute girl is into you or not? Well, you could just hide in your dorm room listening to My Chemical Romance, or you could man up and listen to body language expert Greg Hartley. He's got a couple tips on how to tell if your crush wants to become your squeeze.
When someone's attracted to you, their pupils dilate because they're trying to draw in as much information as possible. When someone's sexually attracted to you, their lips will become full and their eyelids will become heavy. If they're not attracted to you, typically they'll get less blood flow to their face if they're feeling stressed in your presence. Their lips will get thin, their cheeks will get white, and their pupils will pinpoint.
So if she's looking pale, it's probably time to back off gracefully. Unless she just ate fish, in which case she may have food poisoning.
This is Viktor Yushchenko, President of the Ukraine. And this is Leonid Stadnik, the world's tallest man. At 8.5 feet, Leonid can't fit into a normal car. So the president gave him this Chevy with the seat specially lowered to give him more room. However, Leonid can't actually drive the car. His feet are too ginormous to work the pedals. But hey, how many people can say that they had the president of the Ukraine chauffeur them around?
That's all the hot news we have for you today, but next week we've got all new episodes, so be sure to find your way back. Thanks for watching, and may all your news be hot.